What is up, team? I hope you're having a great, what's today, Thursday? And just rocking and rolling. Hey, I'm doing my weekly Facebook Live with you guys. I know yesterday was a cool little treat. We got to do the Strong Side podcast. Super excited about that. Carrie freaking crushed it, man. That was awesome. Really excited to roll out our 4 workout categories with you guys. Hope you guys have been seeing it, loving it. And here's what I do, is I hop on here once a week, and it's random. You don't know when I'm going to hop on. You don't know what I'm going to do. And I usually have some coffee. I don't have coffee today because I just drank my coffee. Woo! But yeah, and I just kind of chit chat. We just hang out. Usually Wendy or somebody sends me a question of the week, and I'll answer that and just kind of hang out there. I'll answer any questions that you have, and I got a couple other things to talk to you about too. So it's just a way to connect with you, just a way to hang out with you. I hope everything is awesome with you. All right. So number 1 is the question of the week. Wendy sent it over. She said, hey, I'm always encouraging people to come to Strong Side, but it's always like, exercise hurts people, or it's dangerous, or, like whatever. And like, what's the right answer to that? Or a lot of people say, like, is it CrossFit or like whatever? And, here's my answer is I don't know what other places do. I really don't. I don't know what other CrossFit gyms do. I don't know what Orange Theory does. I don't know what F45 does. I don't know. I just know what we do, and I know what we do and how we coach things and how we progress people and how we try to focus on your success and trying to make sure that you have a really good experience in the class. So I know that. As far as like the question being why do people think exercise hurts people? I'm kind of torn on that. I think I have 2 answers to that. I think one is it's an easy excuse, and then 2 is that I think that that's what we've been trained to taught, or we've been trained to think. So I can tell you this, that exercises don't hurt people. Bad coaching or egos or, moving too quickly too soon, that definitely hurts people. Really, if you can just focus on stability, mobility, and then load, you're usually in a really good position. And that's what we try to focus on in every session, in every workout at Strong Side. The first thing we need to do is stabilize you, whether that is stabilize your movement, whether that stabilize your squat, or stabilize your intensity level, making sure that you're not going too hard where you can't hang on to that. You have to stabilize that aerobic capacity, musculature system, neuromuscular system, all that. You got to stabilize it. Then you have to be able to mobilize it. Can you go through a full range of motion? Can you do things dynamically, go faster, go slower, whatever? Then after you have stability and mobility, talk about load or intensity. Then talk about how fast can I go, whatever. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up in the beginning and wind up injuring themselves, is I'm going to do way too much weight, or I'm going to go way too fast, or, I joked around earlier, said let your ego get in the way. But exercises themselves don't really hurt people. It's that when you put an unrealistic expectation, or you do it in an untrained way. So I know it's kind of vague, but I'll give you some examples. It's like tennis doesn't really hurt people, but starting and stopping really quickly and decelerating and accelerating and trying to change positions and be very dynamic, that's probably putting negative pressure on your knee, probably puts you in a weird spot what am I trying to say? It puts you in a weird spot to have your injury rate go up. It's like, I don't know why people think like this rower behind me, could hurt people. But what about golf? I mean, it's probably not the best thing to take a little iron stick and swing it through the air as hard as you can, thousands of times. But are you going to get hurt? Probably not. I mean, look at football. Like, 2 humans slamming into each other. I don't know. There is a level of like social acceptance. Football, really popular. Soccer actually has the highest injury rate of any sport in the world. You look at gymnastics or whatever. It's not like you shouldn't do these things. But if you take it running for example, running is one of the highest injury rate sports. It's 30 million people in America run 3 days a week or more. of those 30 million people, 80% or more experience an injury per year. All right, so 80% of 30 million people will experience one or more injuries per year. That's a lot. Now, when we look at why that might happen because typically when people go running, they just find the oldest shoes they can get, they go run as far as they can, and they get really, really exhausted with no focus on form or technique, right? And that's what I'm saying it is. I don't really know, going back to the question of the week was, why do so many people associate exercise with making them hurt? I think it's how people work out. I know that working out is really associated with having a very intense experience, that you need to go extremely hard. You need to burn a ridiculous amount of calories. Your body might not be ready for that yet. It doesn't mean that workouts need to be easy. Workouts definitely need to be challenging, but there is a difference between going for a run and doing slam balls than like those kickboxing classes, slamming your body into air, like punching the air as hard as you can, is extremely aggressive on your shoulders. It's just like you got to kind of look at the whole picture. And I think exercise gets a really bad rap that if you work out in a thing that's supposed to make you better, that you're going to get hurt. So I don't know. I mean, feel free to comment below with any questions or comments that you might have around that. But I think it's an interesting take on why people think that exercise hurts them. So there's that. But yeah, if you got any questions, comment them below. Anything, I'll answer anything you want. Fitness, nutrition, life, whatever. We're here to hang out. Okay, so there's that. And then let's talk about hooking you up with some stuff. Oh, don't forget, boys' night or boys' afternoon or whatever is 12:30 this Saturday. We're going to throw some axes at Stars and Strikes. Super excited about it. Can't wait. I think it's going to be fun. Never done it before. It'll be cool. Okay, hey, we're going to hook you guys up with some stuff. So if you refer a friend, all right, if you refer a friend in November, we're going to hook you up with a $50 gas card, meaning that they join the gym. I appreciate that you guys love Strong Side. We know that you bring your friends, and it's awesome, and that's fantastic. Look, anybody that you can get to join in November, we are going to give you a $50 gas card. Boom. Now, if you can refer a friend on a 7-day pass, then if they get a 7-day pass, and if they can take 4 classes inside a 7-day period, then we are going to give them a shirt if they join. Boom, check that out. And this is the cool one, right? If you can get 2 friends to join in the month of November, we are going to give you a free pair of Nike Metcons. Boom, check that out. All right, so if you can get 2 friends to join the month of November, you're gonna sit down with Karen, order any Metcons off the Nike website that you want. Those are awesome shoes. I wear Nike Metcons all the time, every day. They have been, so and a lot of people don't know this, I've had a reconstructive surgery on my knee, ACL, meniscus, all kinds of stuff, and then I had a reconstructive surgery on my foot. And I broke my foot in like 10 different places. I used to race motocross. I had a motorcycle land on it. My motorcycle, because I crashed and the motorcycle landed on my foot and dislocated my big toe, crushed it, whatever. And the wearing those Nike Metcons has, like, I don't know if it's helped, but dude, I love them, man. My feet feel awesome, knees feel awesome, hips feel awesome, freaking love it. So if you can refer 2 friends inside the month of November to join Strong Side, we're going to hook you up with a free pair of Nike Metcons, all right? Now, look, I see a couple more people tuning in. Feel free to comment anything you want below. Fitness, nutrition, life, about the gym, comments, questions, whatever. I will answer them right now. All right, I'll answer them right now. Okay. I am going to go back because we got some more people tuning in. I'm going to go back to the question of the week. Is Wendy asked that, when I try to get people to join the gym or bring friends, like they think that exercise is going to hurt them. Why do people think that exercise is going to hurt them? I don't really know for them specifically. I just know that for us and what we do, we're extremely aware that in the world of exercise, people associate it with being dangerous. I gotta protect myself. I don't want to get hurt. And Like if you get hurt, you're probably overdoing it. Like generally speaking, meaning that if you take the approach of I've never worked out before, so I'm going to go in and work out, and my first day is going to be as hard and as fast and as crazy as I can make it, that's just not a smart decision. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get sweaty, you're not going to get out of breath. It doesn't mean that you're not going to work hard. But what I'm saying is that if you take the approach of, look, I just need to do something. I need to do something and get started because doing nothing isn't getting me anywhere. Well, then what would those steps look like? What if we came in and just, the workout, like yesterday, ride the bike and do a barbell movement. You can ride a bike and do a barbell movement. But when you talk about adjusting and scaling and modifications and stuff, that's where that really comes into play. Focus on stability, mobility, and then load. Stabilize the joint, stabilize your cardio system, stabilize like your intensity level, then get mobility with it, dynamic, full range of motion, whatever. And after you can do that, once you can, like, for example, squat really well because you have enough flexibility through the ankles, knees, and hips, then start talking about load. Then start talking about how hard can I go, how fast can I go, stuff like that. So stability, mobility, and then load. And I always enjoy having that conversation with people because, exercise is designed to help you. It is not going to be easy by any means. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. You're actually in a gym to do things that are harder than real life, so real life becomes easier. But it is in no way designed to hurt people. I'll throw out some more stats for you. Is a really good sport injury rate is 3 injuries per 1,000 hours of exercise. So for every 1,000 hours, if you get 3 injuries, the caveat to this, I don't really know how they define injury. Like, is it a broken leg, or did you like sprain your ear? I mean, which one is it? So, but 3 injuries per 1,000 hours. Football, baseball, all those are about there, 3 injuries per 1,000 hours. Soccer is extremely high. So is gymnastics. So is running, extremely high. You know what's the lowest? The lowest is weightlifting. Weightlifting is 1 injury per every 10,800 hours. That's something like 3 days a week of training for multiple years, like 6-7 years or something like that. It's ridiculous. And that's in the sport of weightlifting. And the reason for that, what we think the reason for that is how intentional and tight you are. Like, you go pick up the barbell or a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and you're bracing your body and you're squeezing your abs and you're intentionally preparing to move load. You're teaching your body to move correctly. You're anticipating how much it will be, and you're structurally strong and sound to do that. But when you go kick a soccer ball, your body gets kind of loose, right? When you go pick up the laundry, you're like, oh man, I'm going to pick this up. And you just bend over and like kind of yank with your back, right? That's like no fun at all. And being in the gym and moving load and moving dynamically and moving things that have you get like into an awkward position, those can decrease your injury rate when you look at hours per exercise, because it teaches you to move in real life. There's a good argument that how you do a deadlift with a barbell is not how you bend over to pick up things in real life. When you bend over to pick up things in real life, that your back rounds and stuff. But the deadlift, using that as an example, trains those muscles to be strong enough to support those awkward movements when you have to bend down or crouch or whatever in real life. We unfortunately, I meet a lot of people that get hurt outside of the gym. And they always think it's the weirdest thing. They'll say, it's the weirdest thing. I got hurt outside the gym. I was just like playing with my kids, or like I was just, doing this task. I can't believe I got hurt outside the gym. And I'm like, well, of course. You're not paying. Think about when you do a wall ball. When you do a wall ball and you squat down, you throw the ball up against the wall, you're in the zone. You're paying attention to it. You're like, okay, the squat needs to feel like this. I'm going to throw and I'm going to catch and I'm going to move really well. But then when you go in real life, right, it doesn't work like that. When you go pick up the groceries, you're probably not like, I'm going to get those groceries very intently. So you have to like use exercise as a way to train your body to be strong enough in those awkward positions, because you're training to preserve your functional capacity. Can I do something to hold me down or hold me in shape for a long period of time? All right. So, and there's like, I don't know, I definitely do not think exercise hurts people. I don't think exercise hurts people any more than, throwing a baseball. I'm just thinking about that because of the World Series, but throwing a baseball hurts your shoulder. Throwing a baseball probably doesn't hurt your shoulder. Throwing a baseball as hard as you can, hundreds of thousands of times, yeah, okay, maybe that probably hurts your shoulder. Like exercise doesn't hurt your shoulder. I'm sorry, exercise doesn't hurt you, but if you work out inappropriately, really fast, multiple times a day, don't take recovery, don't stretch, stuff like that, well, yeah, you're probably gonna get hurt. So, but you can't like blame it on the exercise. So, I don't know. That's my viewpoint on it. I also feel like if it hurt people, then we would definitely be out of business. We would not be in business. That is for sure. I know that is a scientific fact. So, I mean, if you ever want a gym to go out of business real quick, just attach hurts people next to its name and you're out. We just work with people, try to make you better, try to get you to move better, and try to have you have less limits in your life. But I'm going to be on here a little bit longer, see a couple more people tuning in. I do this once a week. I just hop on here, hang out. I happen to be down at Atlanta today. We partner with this company, and we facilitate all this training for their employees. So I'm about to teach a workout class at noon. Super excited about that. But if you have any questions, comment them below. Questions, comments, fitness, nutrition, life. I will talk to you and answer anything you want. All right. But there's that. And like I said, the question of the week was, why do people think exercise is dangerous? And don't forget that we have a whole bunch of cool referrals going on right now. If you can get somebody to join Strongside in the month of November, we're going to give you a $50 gas card. Super excited about that. And if you can get 2 people to join any location, anywhere, they just got to join the gym inside November, then we're going to hook you up with a free pair of Nike Metcons. I cannot be more excited about that. We're going to help you pick them out. You can get any color you want. You can get any size you want, all right? But we're going to get you a free pair of Nike Metcons. So there's that. And yeah. All right. But I want to talk to you. So if you have any questions, please comment them below. I know you guys are super chatty, which I love. I want you to have questions. Ask me anything about fitness, nutrition, a workout plan, calories, you name it. I am here to hang out with you and just get rocking and rolling on this Thursday. I'm super, oh man, keep commenting. If you guys got any questions, comment them. Today's back squat workout is awesome, by the way. I was over at Roswell this morning, and it was just jamming. I love it. Way to go. Really excited for tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow and Saturday are very, very good. I believe we're hitting this team workout on Saturday. I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that we're hitting a team workout on Saturday that I've been wanting to do for a while. I know Carrie's really excited about it. So there's that. And yeah. Exercise is amazing and makes you just feel good, doesn't it? Like you get done with the day and just like nobody comes to the gym and it feels worse when they leave. Like that's the thing. It's like you never get done and like regret the workout. You never get done and feel worse by doing it. You never get done and feel like you shouldn't have done it. It's always a better thing. It's just the hard part is getting there. You're like, I'm not motivated. Or you're not always going to be motivated. No, you got to learn to lean on discipline because you are not always going to be motivated. It is not always going to be easy, but it's about the goal. It's about the goal and what you want to achieve and making sure that you are committed to yourself. You're not competing with other people. You are competing with the person in the mirror. And there's a reason that you started this journey, and you can either go live not the way you want, or you can work every day to make sure that you're living the way that you want for whatever reason that you have. But I think that's very, very important. But I want to talk to you guys. See a couple more people tuning in. Please comment any questions you got. Is it a fitness question? Is it a nutrition question? There are no dumb questions, all right? The more engagement we have, the better, because then I can actually field this and have some better topics for you. But I would encourage you to rewind it. Is that still a thing? Can people rewind things? But I would encourage you to rewind it if you want to look for your question of the week or whatever. But yeah, Wendy just tuned in. Great question of the week. I just answered it. Thanks for tuning in right now. Hope you rewind it and watch it. But there's that. And the question was, why do people think exercise is dangerous and stuff? And I hope you guys are crushing your 6-week reset, dude. We have like double the amount of people doing the 6-week reset this year than we did last year. You guys are amazing. Drink your water, do your burpees, every single day and hit that little I did it tab on your Wodify Rise app. Super pumped up for you guys, man. I'm really excited about that. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. The weather, I think, is supposed to be good. I would encourage you to come to the gym. Ooh, we have yoga weekend. We have yoga on Saturday and we have yoga on Sunday. And I would encourage you to come try it. And it's at 11:15 on both days. We have Thomasina on Saturday. And let's see, yeah, it's yoga weekend. Yeah. So, and then we have Jess on Sunday. So Saturday, Sunday for yoga. But, the whole point, again, I see more and more people tuning in. I wish you guys tuned in a little bit ago when I answered all the questions. But if you have any questions, comment them. I'll answer them. Fitness, nutrition, life, whatever. It's just once a week I try to hop on here and engage with you guys. Again, the question of the week was why do people think that exercise hurts people? I think part of it is in the description. People always come in and they're like, what is strong side? The big one we get is strong side CrossFit? Because people think that if there's rowers and barbells that it must be CrossFit, whatever. But I'm just always like I don't know. I don't know what other gyms do. Like when they say is it like it or is it or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what their experience is, because every other CrossFit gym just pays $3,500 for the name, and then they can do whatever they want. I'm not hating on that. That's just how it works. They can do whatever they want. So I really have no idea what the experience they get in there is. I just know that Strong Side is Strong Side because we want to be in charge of the experience you get. And if you love it, awesome. And if you hate it, that sucks. But at least it's on us. And we can own it, and we can make sure that we're delivering what we want to deliver. And what we want to deliver is a high quality program that is scalable to anybody, regardless of fitness level. You should be building a program that challenges the elite, but is infinitely scalable. Something that you can move out to a whole bunch of people. Similar to the podcast that we talked on yesterday, developing those categories of workouts where you can administer the workout. The exercises have value. That's the big thing, is exercises have value and productivity. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to do exercises that would get you to your goal the fastest. Which exercises are most valuable? Which exercises have the most productivity? Probably something that is multi-joint, probably something that has intensity or some sort of mechanics to it. Those are very, very valuable exercises with a lot of productivity. What I mean by productivity is that you're doing one thing and you're getting many things from it, like a high calorie burn or a huge effect on your muscles or something like that, or a high post-workout burn where when you get done working out, you're burning more calories than normal for a longer period of time. That's all value. So that's what we try to do, is we try to put exercises in our programs that have productivity and value. But we also have to say, hey, if somebody's going to do 100 pounds, is that equal to somebody that could do 200 pounds? Or what if somebody needs to do 50 pounds? How do we administer these workouts where everybody can accomplish it to the desired way that it should be accomplished? That's how you build training programs, not just 5 sets of 5 back squats. That's why percentages work. Hey, we're going to do a back squat program. Everybody needs to do 5 sets of 5 at 85%, then 5 sets of 4 at 87%. And everybody can do that because everybody has a different max and everybody can work on that. The problem with that is when you take strength training out and you go into a workout, you can't percentage the workout. You can do RPE, rate of perceived exertion, but you can't actually quantify that. Like, I squat 100 pounds. Okay, squat 85%. You can quantify that. But in a workout, you need to have a way. And the way we do it is, hey, here's how you attack the workout. Hey, it's this long, or you have this much to do it. It should take you about this long. And you should also be able to do the reps this fast, or this loading, or moving this way. And that allows you to pick the movement or the weight, or that's why sometimes getting on the rig and only being able to do 2 toe to bar, as cool and as sexy as those are, isn't as beneficial as being on the ground and doing sit-ups. Because even though you're like, oh man, I'm doing the wimpier movement. No, you're not. You're getting intensity out of it. And intensity is what gets you to your goal and your success, not an intense experience. You want to get a certain level of the desired intensity in every single workout. And I think if you go outside that, that's where injury comes into play. We see it with professional athletes training too hard, training too frequent. We mentioned this yesterday in the podcast, the FIT principle: frequency, intensity, type, and time. So how often you're doing something, what the intensity level is, high, low, whatever, the type that you're doing, how often are you doing exercises, and then the time, how long are you doing each exercise for. And what we try to do is we'll look at like a calendar month, and we have like all of our exercises that we're trying to accomplish throughout that month, and we can literally like check off what we're trying to do to make sure that we're hitting everything in a non-biased cycle. We don't want to just lean into something and say, oh man, we're going to do this, and then we get done with the month and we're like, oh crap, we only did that. We didn't do like anything else. I mean, I could talk about programming all day long. I love it. It's like a scientific experiment. And you're in the lab. Hey, look at that. Thanks for trusting us for being in the lab. But yeah. So, hey, look, I got this class I got to teach in like 2-3 minutes, but I just hope you guys have an awesome day. I try to hop on here once a week, connect with you guys, answer questions. Feel free to send me your questions. I really appreciate Wendy who sends me a question every week, because it really fuels up this video. And but you guys can absolutely send me a question, whether it's live right now or you just want to message me. What do we call Facebook? Is it a DM? Is it an IM? I don't know, but yeah, just message me, hit me up, and I'll answer it. And yeah, I just try to hop on here once a week and connect with you guys. Always ask me anything, open book, fitness, nutrition, whatever. But I'm gonna get rock and roll. I got 3 minutes before this class starts. Let's have an awesome day.